In this week's reflection, we are exploring a topic known as learned optimism. Learned optimism is a concept which clarifies that if you can learn to constantly shut down that internal critical voice in your head, if you can manage it and redirect it, reframe it, if you can question it, you will be able to consistently elevate your thinking, your beliefs, your emotions, and in doing so, influence your motivation, your perspective, and your overall joy of life. What are the thought habits or concepts around optimism? An optimistic person sees failure or negative and challenging situations as short term. They are not permanent. It's happening to me now. And therefore, there's that gap of hope that it will pass or that I can overcome it. They are also specific in the way they describe those things that they are experiencing without generalizing it and becoming overwhelmed by it. It's not everything happens to me, it is this thing, this specific thing around my health, around a conversation, which means that the person that wronged you is not horrible in their totality. But this aspect of this conversation, of this behavior, of this employment, they have got it wrong. When you are able to be specific around details or areas that people need to grow in, that people have failed you at, then it makes change more practical. It makes it more sustainable for you and the people around you because you see the good in them, but you also see the need to pinpoint the aspects that are not good to you or to the projects at hand that need elevating. Finally, the optimistic person does not take everything personally. They externalize problems. What can I do with this problem? I am not the problem. They are not the problem. There is a problem that is worth exploring and resolving. And when you externalize a problem, you can see it with clarity and you can present it with that clarity that gives you the ability to look at the first and next steps to resolving that problem. There are three key thought patterns or habits that are attributed to a pessimistic person. And the first one is pervasive. That thinking that everything is universal and non specific. I will never get this right. I have never been a lucky person. Another aspect is permanence, like it will last forever, that mistake, that pain, that injustice. The ability to consistently see doom and gloom in the things that are around you, in the possibilities that are presented to you because of previous experiences that were not very positive. And the final P is personal. It's all about me. I am low, I am wronged, I am limited, I am unable, I am dumb. When you are unable to look underneath the rubble, to look above and beyond that experience and see it from another lens, what is your explanatory style? According to Martin Seligman, the way we explain negative experiences makes a massive difference. How do you explain away heartbreak, divorce, failure, bankruptcy when those negative things happen to you? Do you blame? Do you minimize? Do you dismiss? Do you transfer? Do you become aggressive? So, how can you address your explanatory style? Now that we have been told that some of the issues in our lives come from how we explain and interpret the things that we experience. Is it with a mindset of denial, a mindset of depression, a mindset of aggression, a mindset of limitation and exclusion? Because it is your experience, it is your thinking, it is your feelings, it is your emotions, and how you interpret this, how you explain this to your partners, your children, become narratives, not just for you, but for those that you love. They start to see you the way you explain you to them. Using the ABCDE theory by Martin Seligman, your A is adversity. And adversity is the negative thought that comes to your mind. And once you encounter that negative thought, it may be saying you're not good enough. It may be saying you're going to fail, you're going to lose, you're going to be hurt. That thought initiates things in you that may want to engage or disengage in life. Now, your B is belief. What does that thought make you believe about you, about opportunities, about other people, about communities? Because that belief is going to trigger behavior, emotions, and actions, or the lack thereof. Now you're down to your C, which is the consequence. What consequence could the failure of those exams have on you? Is it a position? Is it a situation? Is it a connection? Your D for disputation means that you start to dispute adversity and belief and consequence that are all in your mind. You're like, it can't be true because I'm better than that. I have skills, I have resilience, I have support. You are addressing and analyzing and dissecting those A, B, and C's in your mind that are trying to take life away from you. You are empowering yourself, putting you back in control, using your language to evidence how that thing does not end you, even if it's true. So what? I did this thing. So what? I had this mistake. So what? I lost this thing. Like, you have to dispute the doom and gloom scenario of that ABC that you have just explained. And finally, your E is energization. Like, start to see your mood changing, your smile coming back, your belief in power and people and success coming back, like your trust in you, your worth, your abilities, and acceptance that even in the face of that challenge, however bad it looks to you, find that alternative life that goes on with that thing present, or with a situation or scenario where you're able to resolve that situation. It is very important to learn to be optimistic in your life. That's the whole point of this concept that we've discussed today. Optimism gives you hope, it motivates you, it empowers you with solutions, and it builds your resilience when you have to hold on to weather a storm and live to fight another day, or see the joy in tomorrow when today is bleak and really painful. But there's also that caution for you to realize, as much as you're arming yourself with doses of optimism, that it doesn't work every day or in every situation of your life. There are going to be situations where you have to embody your pain, where you have to cry, and you have to be selfish and angry because there are things that have happened to you that optimism cannot help you deal with them. Where optimism is actually false and fake and inauthentic, and you saying, yeah, I'm okay, or yeah, it's gonna be okay, doesn't work, doesn't sit well in the face of those specific situations. And it's gonna be up to you to be flexible in your embodiment of optimism. Sometimes optimism has to be shelved whilst you cry and scream and build your boundaries and acceptance that this thing I cannot put it away. I cannot smile it off without actually ruffling the feathers so that the longer term peace can be more sustainable. Those are going to be things that you take into your control. You weigh the situations and ask yourself whether in this time and at this point optimism helps or hurts